One of the questions I really hated people asking me when I was growing up, I'm not sure I still like the question, is what who do you want to be in future or what do you want to be in future? And I remember that as a child, I went from being a truck driver to being a dentist, to be a psychologist, to be a medical doctor. I can't remember all the many, many things that I thought that I wanted to be. And it can be such a pressuring question, especially in a world where there's so much. Is diversity the word? I don't think diversity is the word. Like there's so many options of what a person can be. And it's almost as though you need to have figured it out by the time you're 12. The usual pressure comes from school systems, yeah? So people want you to make that decision early so that you can fit into the system, so that you study something that connects to the thing and the thing and the thing. And it's not wrong. And there are still many careers for which you need to make a decision early and stick with it for the long term. But the question doesn't give me the same sort of pressure that it did before because I've realized that not all of us are cut out for that very straight shot. I knew I wanted to be an engineer at 7, and then I've pursued it all my life. Kudos to those who were able to discover that. But then there's a segment of the population, the USs, who are either multi potentialites, I think that's what we're called these days, um, who have so many varying skills. And for many people like that, it can be really, really confusing for you to ask them, what are you going to be, or who do you want to be, or what's your career progression? So, a few thoughts on how I've managed to navigate that. At every particular point in time, I picked the thing that made sense to do at the point, and I did a great job of it. So, if I was studying, I gave it everything that I could. I got the good grades, I did the stuff dedicatedly. When I pick up a new interest or a new skill, I tunnel into it, I do the best that I can with it. Now, all of those things layered on top of each other in experience, in practice, looks like an organized career. So I laugh now when people are like, oh, you have such a great career progression because it didn't come to me as those. It came to me as doing everything that I could do part time, diligently, dedicatedly. And so if I was going to give any piece of advice to anybody who's trying to navigate that sort of question or that sort of situation in their life, I would say to you, do. Whatever happens, do. Whatever you find to do, do. Whatever you want to learn, do. Whenever you have an opportunity to display your skill, your capacity, whatever that is, do it and do it well. It will make sense in 5 years if you're doing. It won't if you're thinking or you're stuck in your head or you allow the pressure to make you stall. Whatever you do, do.